Alright, 60-second summary for the old United Wings deck, updated with a single new Surging Sparks card because rotations come at the end of March, and also some of the decks I've been playing on stream have caused me severe mental anguish, so I had to go back to old reliable, just like when I texted my ex-wife at 2 AM and asked, "You up?" While the United Wings cards themselves aren't rotating out of standard at the end of March, Ditto and Double Turbo Energy do, as they both have an F in the bottom left. You'll definitely still be able to fly United post-rotation, it just loses some of the cards that made it scary for low HP multi-prize decks. Because Surging Sparks was such a disappointing set, yes, I'm updating another old deck with Brilliant Blender. Play the Blender, send 5 Wangs to the discard pile, get an immediate 100 damage boost to United Wings. Otherwise, the deck is pretty much the same as it's always been. You discard a bunch of cards, blame PDCGL and Pokestop mills all your double turbos, and hit super hard, all while making people with good decks question how they can lose to a 70 hit point basic with no actual attack printed on the card. I was really worried about this matchup, but then they went and had a bad turn. Okay, so Flamigo, does it matter? I don't think it matters. Oh my god, we prized 3 Wangs? How can we have so many Wangs that are just not here right now? Alright, so I want to play with my balls, go get the Flamingo, go get double Flamingo, and then research. This is the strategy. You always Flamingo for Flamingos. You Flamingo and get as many Flamingos as you can. Prizing 3 of your dudes is not ideal. The Dartrix is useless in this matchup, but the Tatsugiri is pretty good. But I think I just need to get some damage built up because I have to probably 2-shot that Dialga. Well, we're going to go get a Squawkabilly. Don't know if you've noticed, but we're about to go find ourselves a Squawkabilly. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This version doesn't play Grant. I do have builds that play Grant. This version plays 2 Squawkabillies just for consistency, so we can potentially daunt them this turn, believe it or not. There is daunt potential happening right now. I think we're out of Wangs. Our Wang is dry. So we just go Rescue Board, Rescue Board. If I get... I'm not going to do the math, but we definitely just go Ditto. I mean, I feel like I should do the math, but we're not going to because that's what a loser would do. We're going to... Look at that. We just got a daunt with this thing. I could have attached the double turbo and we would have had the daunt. See? Not doing math is good. Let that be a lesson to everyone watching this video. Doing math is for suckers. Do you think you need to have a high school education to become a Twitch streamer? Not at all. All you have to do is, can you tap a button that says go live? You become a streamer and you can become a YouTuber and that's it. It's literally that simple. It's like I always say, playing with your Wang is the smartest thing anyone can do. All right, we're going to get all of our Wangs in the discard pile. Well, I mean, we're going to get most of the Wangs in the discard pile. I could like thin out the Squawkabilly, but that's fine. Actually, no, we're gonna do the Squawkabilly thing. I'm going to Nest Ball for Squawkabilly. Now, is it worth it to put down another Flamigo to get 2 more Flamigo? I don't think it is because we only have 1 more double turbo. But there's 23,000 channel points on the line. And, you know, you gotta go for it. Like, they're going to be attacking with a 210 hit point Pokemon. So the more that I can thin my deck, I think the better. How many Murkrow we got in there? None. So we actually do want that Murkrow in there to activate a Ditto play. And then always play with your balls. And we got the Ditto. And this is where you wish that the deck played a Pheasantipity, because we got nothing. So I think in this case, it's going to be Ultra Ball away the Murkrow and the Rowlet. Go and get Tatsugiri. How many Rescue Boards we got? We got a hot one. That's what I say when I see a youngster. Okay, we're doing 2 hundo. If they knock out this Flamigo, then both Ditto and Flamigo are knocking out the Teal Mask Ogerpon. But it's most likely going to be that they come up with the Execute. Right, as long as they have a playable hand. If they don't have a playable hand, then they have to come up here with the Ogerpon. But they have a playable hand. Now, as you'll recall, I know all of you don't need reminding of exactly what Alolan Exeggutor EX does. Is Alolan Exeggutor? Yes, Alolan Exeggutor. You all remember what it does. The first attack is 150 and spreads energy like their cheeks, but it only spreads it from your hand. The second attack is the one that one-shots... Oh, they're screwed. They've literally lost this game already. So yeah, 150, attach any number of basic energy from your hand, and then swinging your Sphene is what everyone wants. You know, everyone wants to swing their Sphene. And then we go Rescue Board on that guy, Darkness Energy on that guy, play with our Wang. I don't think there's any way that they can win this, right? Because if they Tropical Frenzy, I'm in range of KOing both of their Pokemon. If they swing their Sphene and knock out the Squawkabilly, okay. Go take your 2 prizes. You've activated Defiance Band, which I probably not going to be able to use, though if I get bosses... No, I mean, if I get bosses, it doesn't matter. We're knocking out everything on their side of the field. United Wings is such a problem for low HP multi-prize decks. Like, if they have Teal Mask Ogerpon, if they have Mew, if they have Squawkabilly, if they have Rotom, if they have Lumineon, Raging Bolt, a Naked Raging Bolt, a Roaring Moon is bad because of the low HP. Everyone's just got low HP. Battle of the Wangs and the Sphenes. Yeah, I'm going to beat off their Sphene with my Wang. You know, you're swinging your Sphene, I'm uniting all of the Wangs of all the viewers watching this. You know, press 1 if your Wang is united with mine right now. Are they giving me more cards? They really want to get that Tropical Frenzy. Or I guess they really want to swing their Sphene, and we just get the double bosses. So we would have grabbed the bosses off the Tatsugiri. And I do have to be a little Tatsu wary of this Toad Scroll, so I'm going to use the Night Stretcher maybe a little too early. So I'm gonna make things happen a little prematurely, you know, if it's a race, I always come first, right? Oh my god, they got nothing? Bro, doesn't even matter. They never even stood a chancey in this game. It doesn't matter if they do everything perfectly, because I was just gonna math my way to victory, I guess. You know what? I don't like your face. Yeah, I don't like your face, bro. Probably shouldn't do this. This might cost me the game. But I don't like your face, and I can do whatever I want. And then we just get rid of the Teal Mask Ogerpon. So maybe this will give them an opening. And if they're anything like me, they'll find a hole and they'll dive right in to fill it. So they're going to go for Mew. They can try to... Oh, they can't copy an attack on Ditto, because Ditto doesn't have an attack. It is just the ability. And they had a... I thought they had the baby Toad Scroll that prevented you from getting stuff from your discard pile. Alright, well, I have already won. So we're just going to skip ahead to the rest of the end here. We're going to skip ahead to the rest of the end. I mean, if something interesting happens... This is for the YouTube audience, by the way. If anything interesting happens, I'll show it, but we're just going to skip ahead to the end, because I've already got this one locked up like that woman in my basement. Okay, things did kind of go wrong there for a second. You know, you might notice that the game board looks a little bit different than it did the last time you saw me. Some things got a little sketchy. You know, we got a rough Iono at a point. PDCGL is lagging super hard. But I told you, we were going to win this game no matter what. It just, you know, PDCGO just likes to add some fun to the mix. It's like when I'm making cookies, I add my own special sauce, and everyone says it tastes much better, and that I have the best cookies in the neighborhood, and I also have the best toes, and the best tongue, and you put all 3 of those together, and you have a great night. So this is an interesting little matchup we got here. I think I just have to go for my Ditto. You know, I got to play with the Dittos. Unfortunately, I'm losing a Carmine. I really wish we had, like, well, I mean, I wish we didn't have Flamigo, because we prized 2 of them. All right, well, it's just going to be a Carmine. I think I can win. Right, like, they're not going to Iono me. There's a Dartrix. We don't hit them for weakness, but I'm just going to research next turn. The only way that they can knock out my Murkrow this turn, which would help me, is if they go Crispin Double Turbo. But I don't think they're going to do that, right? Like, I feel like if they're going to do anything, it's just going to be Attach Pass or Attach... Oh, crap. Okay, Lost City's bad. How many stadiums we got? Bro, how many stadiums we got in this deck, bro? We're gonna need some of them. We're gonna need some of those stadiums. Oh, we got the Grant. Grant is also busted. Okay, okay. We're only doing a hundo, and we don't have a way to get our thingy things. So I guess I go Ultra Ball away the Rowlet and the Dartrix. We're never gonna have access to Fez and Skibidi. It's not... Oh my god, of course. We prize all the things we need. Alright, so let's go get Wattrel. Hopefully this also gets me somebody. Not the one I wanted. That's fine. But let's go... Yeah, we'll go basic energy. How many we got in there? We got 120. Alright, so I have to bump the Lost City. I can't use Grant right now. I mean, I guess I could have to get rid of the energy because they have Handy Fan. But is Handy Fan a may? No, it's a must. Because it doesn't say you may move an energy. It says move an energy. So it's like Night Stretcher. Okay, bro. Let me guess. You also have the lightning energy in your hand? Oh, yeah. It's totally not rigged having the cards that you need to play the Pokemon trading card game. Well, the good news is we're knocking out the Iron Thorns. The better news is that we're preserving the energy. So we're taking 2 prizes. They don't have Lost City. And I think I'll be okay even if they have Lost City because we are getting that first quick KO. So as long as I can play the game, we will be fine. And then I think this is a turn to use Grant just because we have the chance to do it. All right, so United Wings. Spare myself the energy. It's just all going to come down to whether or not I find playable cards. Because we didn't get a chance to use Squawkabilly. I would have happily done that. And no playable cards. Great. Okay, well, they won't get a lightning energy, though. That's the one nice thing, is that PDC GL is like, well, I'm going to screw you over, Trust Your Pilot. But don't worry, I'm going to screw over Trap Card Game. We don't want no Yu-Gi-Oh players over here. You know, if you didn't come from TCG Pocket... We don't want you. Okay, well, I mean, okay, well, they wouldn't have had it. Oh my god, they got Crushing Hammer too? Okay, that looks like heads. I know it's a tail, but like that still kind of looks like heads to me. And Ryukar, we had a... Oh, I wonder if they're going to play Lost City. You know, I would be happy if we had some interaction, but then what would I do? What would I play with when it's my opponent's turn? I wouldn't be able to play with my feet. I'd have to think. Well, all comes down to this. Do I find the blender and take a KO and do all the fun things, or do we lose? Well, we do the losing thing. I was so close to winning, but the Murkrow's in the thingy thing, so that's bad. I have to rescue board the Ditto. I mean, we're waiting, wishing, hoping. And then end turn, so we're gonna... Oh no, I could have used Grant that last turn. I forgot, because I got a Flamigo, but I might have to just do nothing. the stupid loss... You know I have Flamigo in my hand. And Shiny Ray, I can't remember. I'm sure I put that in a video. I definitely put it in a tweet. I'm sure I put it in a video too, though, right? Like, I had to have. Had to have put it in a video. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. I think this is GG. I think it's GG. Oh no! We don't have enough Wangs! Do we have enough Wangs to play with? Press 1 if we have enough Wangs. Is there anything else I can put in there? I'm not gonna do it. We either have it or we don't. It's gonna come down. We either have it or we don't. It's gonna be Grant. We're gonna do the thing. I'm gonna play Grant in case PDCGL glitches. We either win or lose on Grant. Hey, 2-6, get out of here, Iron Thorns. Oh, what's that? Oh, Iron Thorns. Oh, I'm gonna Lost City away all your dudes. I'm gonna shut off your Squawkabilly and your Pheasantipity. What if I just, oh yeah, you prized all your Flamigos? Doesn't matter. This plays triple Ditto. Lost City was useless. Brilliant Blender, crushing it. United Wings, you know, what? I don't even know. I'm speechless. I got my toes in my mouth. You know, it's like putting your foot in your mouth. But, well, I mean, you start with the toes, then you work your way. I won. Just as everyone predicted, it's going to come down to, oh, we have the Emolga too. But no, I don't think the Emolga is going to have too much to say in this one. We just need to go get the blender. Very easy stuff. We just get the blender, we win the game, we attract some customers. And if I if I get a rescue board, we do just kind of win right now. Well, we do just kind of win right now. What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't hear you. What's that, Gholdengo player? You got bodied? You got bodied by a 70 hit point Ditto who's got its toes out? Oh, I'm sorry. How unfortunate for you. Oh, you must be... You know what? Let's see if we can get some more damage. You know, only 60? Ah, that's loser talk. Oh, we're going to play with our balls now, too? Oh, I'm so sorry, Gholdengo deck. Is that the... Wait, what's that Charmander from? Where are those Charmander sleeves from? Are those just PDCGL exclusives? That is... It's from 2021. I can't remember what those are from. I do wish they had like a checklist or something. You know, I have people in the comments of my videos. I have people here on Twitch. Obsidian Flames, thank you, Cool Scruff Bag. There's people on the subreddit, like, I need a checklist, and... Oh my god, okay. If I lose this game, I will upload a video on the gaming channel. I know, right? Oh, crap. No, we got lots of Dartrix. Okay, I was like, oh my god. We only have... God, why do we always prize so many Wangs? I just want to play with my Wang in peace. Is that too much to ask for? Alright, well, I'm gonna get the Squawkabilly out of the deck. You think I'm crazy, don't you? You think I'm a crazy person for what I just did. No, I am a genius. I'm a secret genius right now. You're thinking, oh, that Trust Your Pilot's, he's cooked right now. No, I'm literally the smartest man alive. Alright, well, we don't get the energy. Do I just go get a Murkrow? Because I don't really... Yeah, we can't have the dude, so I just go get a Murkrow. Yeah, they probably have no idea what's happening either. They're like, what is going on? Why are they putting a Squawkabilly down on turn 2? Because I'm going to collapse the ADM it away. I thinned the deck. I got rid of the Pokestop so they can't use it. And then look, that is literally a perfect turn. You know, you want to pay for these Metafy classes from people who know what they're doing? Or do you want to just go on YouTube and watch Trust Your Pilot and just do it for free? You know, you don't even need to pay me. You just got to leave a like. Well, I mean, you can pay me on Twitch. Like, that's totally fine. Like, I'm not gonna say no if you want to pay me on Twitch, but like, could you imagine just getting, oh god, oh no, oh, there it is. Okay, god, I hate that. I think it was on PDCGO where it was a lot better, right? Where it was like separate from the card, where you'd have the card and then it'd be bigger and be separate, and then of course PDCGL decided to change that. And Meech, I don't need anyone to pretend to be a bot. I can beat off an Arcanine. You know, I beat off youngsters. It doesn't matter if they got their Arcanine deck with them. I can beat off youngsters all day. Yeah, on PDCGO it would have just been better. And hey, Saralyn, welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, it makes it ripe for misclicks. Oh, I almost timed you out. I'm so used to doing /timeout instead of /shoutout. That would have been a monumental oopsie. Okay, so they are doing all the things that they need to be doing, but Gholdengo, you know, you win tournaments, but you're not ready for this. You didn't come prepared to face my crazy deck. And you're welcome. You are going to bless this game. If we lose this game, you're banned. But that's how confident I am that we're gonna win, is that I won't have to ban you because we're just gonna win. Okay, well that Carmine is kind of... Oh, we prize the... If I win this game prizing the blender, come on. Come on, bro. That is literally insanity. Okay, so I guess we just go Iono. Because I can't lose the bosses when I know we're almost guaranteed to not knock out the Gholdengo this turn. To 100% not knock out the Gholdengo this turn. So let's go. I think I put Research and Iono back in there. Research, or Research, double Research? Let's do Research Carmine. The reason I'm putting Carmine back in is because we might deck out, and that's bad. There we got Carmine. All right, so I think it makes sense to retreat into Murkrow. I'm not going to put down the other Murkrow quite yet. And I'll put the double turbo there. I know it's being a little wishy-washy, but that's fine. Because they'll knock out the Murkrow, that'll boost my damage. The Ditto will be able to knock out this Gholdengo. I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get that boss's hors d'oeuvres if I need it. And the whole point of the Emolga in this deck is if you have a really bad turn and you just want to go find the blender, then you just have Emolga. It goes and gets the blender for a colorless energy. It has free retreat. There's very little downside to this card, except for the fact that you have to like take out a Defiance Band or a Gravity Mountain or something. Well, I believe they've just lost the game. And, oh, thank you. See? See, you know, we're on the same wavelength. We're both very intelligent people. I also thought about the Dedenne. So you probably are familiar with the Regieleki from the Regigigas deck that just goes and gets a trainer from your discard pile and puts it back into your hand. Well, the Dedenne is the same thing, except it has 70 hit points and 1 retreat cost, and that lets you reuse the blender. So my other thought was you blender and you put that Dedenne in the discard pile, copy it with the Ditto, get the blender back into your hand, and go double blender. Of course, they'll Iono you, but it is possible to blender the Dedenne, use its attack with the Ditto, get the blender back, and just go crazy. See, this is what happens when I cook. This is what happens when I'm whacking off stream. You know, just bad things happen when I'm whacking off by myself at 2 a.m. in the morning. But, you know, I held myself back. I was like, okay, people won't expect it if I go the Emolga, but Dedenne, that's a little too crazy. And exactly. You get plus 200 for 1 attack. That is just such a great combo. But you'd have to adjust the list because, you know, obviously I prize the blender in this matchup and it's not going to matter because I'm goated like that. But you'd have to change the list to have like more Pokestop and maybe an Arven or 2 or 3 or 4. Just things to guarantee yourself as much as possible the Brilliant Blender turn 1 so you can get that combo. And yeah, that's fine. Where do I put the Rescue Board? I guess I put the Rescue Board on the Ditto? So I'm not going to lose it for nothing. Like, what's the point? Right? I mean, I guess I put it on the Murkrow. I don't know. It's got to go somewhere. All right. Sure. Take the KO. Easy dubs. All right, so we just bosses the Pheasantipity and win. And we get the blender too? What do you mean does it have a good matchup against anything? I'm destroying Gholdengo. Easy win against Gholdengo. Raging Bolt's an easy win. Regidrago is tough. Gardevoir is really tough because you get really bored and you get distracted by looking down at your feet and you're like, hey, that's good. And then 7 minutes later, they're still playing their turn. Actually, Miraidon is a fine matchup as long as they can only use Iron Hands once. So the Iron Hands becomes a problem if they use it twice. But if you can knock out, if you can give them a handy, or sorry, if you only get a handy from them once, then you're fine. It's when they do it twice. Yeah, I mean, usually it complains about bad matchups every game. This was much less. Why does everyone have... Oh, is it just the bench? Yeah, I was like, why does everyone have a negative status condition? But I've always been a United Wings enjoyer. I've always enjoyed uniting the Wangs. I'm a big fan of single prize. I mean, it doesn't have to be a basic deck. I'm just a big fan of single prize decks that can hit for huge numbers. And that is United Wings in a nutshell. Because my first ever successful expanded deck that won me so many tournaments and so many packs on PTCGO. Oh God, it was Night March. Okay, I was like, I can't remember what it is. And then just like when you're going to a store and they ask to speak to the manager, of course, Karen ruined everything. Oh, I guess that's kind of BMing, but I want to do maximum damage here. You know, my timer's ahead of yours. I can BM all over you if I want. We're just going to do all the damage, baby. Yeah, it was so much fun. Could you imagine playing Expanded again? That'd be so much fun playing a format with all these expanded cards. Oh, that'd be so great to have a digital Pokemon. Wait, do I need to boss? I didn't need to bosses, did I? I didn't need the bosses. That's how good this deck is. Look at that. We were able to knock out that Gimme Duel right away. We're doing 300 damage. There was nothing they could have done. The only way that they had a chance was with Togekiss. But as we all know, Togekiss is the worst card ever made. They would have flipped tails every time. And it was not bad manners. It was a good manner. Because remember, the timer was the thing, and I played with my balls, and it's okay to play with your balls when people are watching.